I told myself, I can make it. I will make it. Now I have. You can make it. We will make it.
Hi, and welcome to another exciting episode of How I Made It. My name is Juliet Mutale. Now, this program delves into the lives of different people who have made it from nothing to something. These are politicians, artists, athletes, business people, innovators, and of course, other professions. Today in the studio, we have Madam Gift Musonda, who is a woman entrepreneur in a male-dominated industry. She drills boreholes. Madam Gift Musonda, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Juliet.
Yes, Madam Gift, first things first, just tell us about yourself. Who is Gift Musonda?
Okay. Yeah, I'm Gift Msonda. I'm a borehole driller. Yeah, and my brand name is Gift, the late borehole driller Zambia, on Facebook. I'm the director, Gift Aqua Solutions. Yeah, that is the name of my company.
No.
I've been drilling boreholes for the past, I think, 6 years, going into 7 years now. Yeah, so I've got experience in drilling. I've done boreholes in Lusaka. Just in Lusaka, I've done over 2,000 boreholes.
Wow.
I've done boreholes in Southern Province, and I still do boreholes there. I do boreholes on the Rubber Belt, as well as Central Province. My dream is to go to all the corners of Zambia and help people with water challenges, by drilling quality boreholes and giving them water, because water is life. So I give life to the people.
Wow. Tell us about your growing up. How did you grow up?
So my growing up, my childhood, I grew from two different provinces. That is Luapula Province, as well as Western Province. Yeah, so I did my primary school from two schools. Namalangu Primary School in Senanga District, and Moncada Primary School in Kawambwa, Luapula Province. So in grade 7, after passing grade 7 going to grade 8, I went to Mebosho Secondary School in Luapula Province. I completed my grade 12 there, I think 1997. 1999, I went to Chikankata School of Nursing. That was from 1999 to 2001, where I did my nursing. After my completion in 2001, I was posted to Charleston Clinic, where I worked. So I worked under Ministry of Health for so many years, over 20 years, before I decided to go full-time into business. That is about me.
Okay, so in your growing up, did you ever think you would probably get into, did you ever think, well, one day I'll get into the business of drilling boreholes?
I never thought one day I'll become a driller. But one thing for sure is I grew a very inquisitive child. Inquisitive as well as courageous. I try a lot of things. And when I was growing up, I would look at something And I want to try what I've seen. Yeah. For example, as a child, one time I was going somewhere and I found some boys playing some chess at a shop. So I stopped there and I started watching. I told myself, this, I'll learn it and I'll have to do it one day. So in the afternoon, I would always go there. I'll find myself there just watching. So this time around, I said, let me try. I tried it. I ended up being the provincial champion for chess, all the schools in Luapula province.
Wow.
Yeah. That was 1997. I was the provincial champion for chess.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So I am courageous. Even now. I don't believe in failing. I believe in trying. If I fail, I fail. If I succeed, I succeed. Yeah, so that is about me. So even when I was approached by this Indian man, my former boss, he asked me, can you do this? Can we do boreholes? I said yes, knowing that I'm going to manage, knowing that I'll succeed. It has been very difficult. Borehole drilling is not like a product where you know exactly what you are getting. If you are buying bread, you know exactly that bread will look exactly like this. But borehole drilling is like mining. You don't know what you are going to find there. And so you should be very, very courageous, as well as being a problem solver. And you should be very quick in the way you solve problems. Because there's times when you are drilling a borehole and this bore end time is going to collapse. And you have to put in measures to make sure that this bore doesn't go to the waste. Otherwise, if it goes to the waste, you may end up doing another borehole, which is very expensive. Yeah, so that is about me. That's what I can say. I don't believe in failing.
I'm still on the first question. A lot of people think succeeding in life is for the elite or for those children that were born with a gold spoon in their mouth. How's your growing up? Was it easy? Was it easy? And that's why probably you're finding it easy for what you're doing now. Was it easy or you literally had a rough path?
Yeah, it was rough. Yeah. It was not easy, that's what I can say. And in my growing up, I saw my mother sell certain things just to send us to school, to see us in school. We were 4 of us, and I was the youngest. So I saw the struggle. But through hard work, she managed, because her dream was to see her children get educated. And I think her dream came true. Yeah, so being in such an environment, I learned that in life, you have to push. In life, you have to work hard for you to get there. Nothing comes on the silver platter.
So would you say the hardship that you experienced has shaped the woman that you are today?
Yes, that's what I can say.
Well, my next question, Madam Sonda, what inspired you to pursue your area of passion?
What inspired me to get into drilling? Right?
Yes, your area of passion.
Okay. I have always been a business lady. I told you I used to see my mother sell this and that, and sometimes she used to send me to sell. So I used to enjoy, when someone sends you to sell something. Yeah, so I enjoyed selling.
Right.
So I started a business after working for about 2 years. I opened a pharmacy at the market, which was when I was young then. A few years later, I went into hospital equipment and material, oxygen concentrators, and other hospital equipment. UTH was my client. Lusaka District Health Office was my client. Kabwe Mine Hospital, Kabwe General Hospital, Mansa General Hospital, and some of the chemists in town, VK, Cairo chemist, and other chemists. I went into cross-border trade, which is not also easy. You know, being on a bus for 2 days, it's not just easy. And as we are saying, even that time, people believe that people who have been to school are not supposed to do certain things. So when you are on a bus, you rarely find the educated on the bus. That time from South Africa to Lusaka. I made a step. Even then, I supplied hospital equipment. Even hospital equipment was considered a male-dominated business.
Oh.
You rarely meet ladies in that business, in hospital equipment. It's dominated by men. Yeah, so when I was invited into the drilling business, of course, it was going to be something like partnership with him. I had a business mind. I think that's what attracted him to me. I had a business mind, and he saw a businessman. And he saw a woman who is going to turn his business around. So I went into that business with a business mind. Coming from the medical field, going into engineering business, it took a business mind to go for it. Most people ask, how did you manage to go into a field which is very different from what you studied? It's a business mind. So I'll still talk about courage. It takes a lot of courage. Because when you begin to sell or advertise something that is very new, you know, when you are, the time I used to sell hospital equipment, I understood hospital equipment because it was within my field. I went into a field which I didn't actually know, or I was not familiar with most of the things going on there. But I said, I'm going to make it. And I made it.
Wow. So still talking about inspiration, there are certain people that inspire us. They push us to go further in our lives. Do you have anybody who's specific that you would look up to and say, I want to be like that person?
When I talk about, I've got a lot of people who inspire me, but let me be specific. In drilling business, my inspiration has always been my former boss, Mr. Chaitanya. He's a young man, very, very young. I love the way he does the business. And I have interacted closely with him for so many years, about 6 years now, going to 7 years. Very close interaction, of course. And the man just inspires me. He's very hardworking. This is a man who is successful. But he wakes up every day at 05 just to make sure that everything is intact. The drilling rig is ready to go on site, and he starts waiting for the workers. There are certain workers who stay right there where he stays. He's the one who wakes them up. A successful man waking up the workers. And I think that is very encouraging.
Wow.
And I always look up to him. And I've got challenges or any other thing, I always consult him. Because drilling, as we are saying, is very different from any other business. Very, very different. And it's only a driller
That will understand.
who understands. It's only a driller who is going to advise you according to the situation. Because other people don't understand. Other people won't understand. It's a very unique business. And in drilling, I think I look up to him.
Wow. So, Madam Sonda, you've talked about some of the milestones made in your journey. Did you encounter any challenges in your journey to success?
Yes. When it comes to, let me talk about drilling. Yeah, let me talk about drilling because this is what I'm doing right now. And drilling is something that I always think about and talk about. I'm passionate about drilling. I walk drilling, I talk drilling,
Wow.
I think drilling, everything is drilling about me, yeah. So the challenges in drilling, the first challenge is acceptance. One, apart from drilling being male-dominated, it is also foreign-dominated. It's a foreign business.
Wow.
So very few people understand this thing. And so when I said, I am a driller, okay? Everyone knew me as a nurse. Then suddenly I appear and say, I'm a driller and I'm drilling boreholes. A lot of people were skeptical. How? How did you get into this? What? And of course, people want to see you succeed. They watch you from a distance. When they see that it's making sense, that's when they come to support you. Acceptance was a challenge. Most people didn't accept. And worse, being a woman. How can a woman drill boreholes? So for me to convince people, especially the other gender, the men, it was very difficult. And you know the way men are not like us. For a woman, you can say, there's this happening here, let's go. And women will find themselves there. Men have to prove. Usually men want to see and prove that you can do a good job. So men will ask you a lot of questions. Gift, are you sure you drill boreholes? What about this, that, this? Can you send me the references where you have drilled boreholes?
Wow.
Yeah, and all that. So later on, they began to see the fruits. Yeah, they began to see the results. Consistency is another thing I want to talk about. In Bemba, there is a saying which says, Mupama pamo atulile ngoma. Usually businessmen don't seem to be breaking through because they start a business, like today they start a business. Every business has got incubation period. When you begin to harvest, even farming, you don't plant today and you harvest tomorrow. So most businessmen are not patient. So they keep on jumping from one business to the other. And they find themselves in problems. The other thing is allow yourself to grow, steady but sure. I started from somewhere. So, young lady, young man, allow yourself to go through the process of growth.
Wow. Away from the challenges, let us talk about you're being successful. I believe being successful is also about impacting another life, impacting lives. So far, how many lives are you impacting? How many women, how many youths are you impacting?
I've impacted a lot. One, I've got a Facebook page with a lot of followers.
Okay.
And I've got a lot of youths following me, plumbers, electricians, and other people. Those are the people I'm inspiring now, because most people think that if you don't have maybe a white-collar job, or you don't have a degree, or you have not gone up to a certain level of education, it's difficult for you to succeed or progress. And so sometimes that group of people, that group of people has got low self-esteem. They look down on themselves. And so if they see someone who is using skill, like me being a driller, doing the so-called dirty jobs, they see how you are progressing, they see how you are making impact. They are inspired, and they want to associate themselves with you. And me being older, I'm turning 45 this year, they are looking up to me that if this lady can climb on top of that machine, what will stop me? I'm unstoppable.
Wow.
And we had, I think sometime last year, the president emphasized so much about skills. People going into skills, doing the courses like welding, plumbing, and other courses. I hear even under CDF, there are programs they're sponsoring for free for people to go in different careers. I've got girls contacting me that they are being sponsored into those fields.
Wow.
Plumbing and what. So they come to me for inspiration. They
Great.
come to me for counsel. They come to me for encouragement.
Wow.
As their mother. And I've been there for them. Even those girls who were giving up, they thought they are not academically intelligent, they can't go anywhere. They are thinking, oh, so in this life you can be anything. You can be a welder, you can be this and that. Yeah, so I'm inspiring this group of boys and girls. Yeah, as well as also older women. They are saying if Gift can do this, I can also progress in whatever I'm doing. Others are tailors, others they use their hands to earn a living. So we have to encourage that. Even those who are doing other careers, other jobs, like maybe nurses, teachers, they can find another skill. Let's also encourage people to use their gifts to earn a living.
Okay, so at what point in life did you feel, boom, I think I'm succeeding now, I'm going on the right path? What is your greatest success story in your journey?
One of my success stories, there are so many success stories, is when I started receiving inquiries from the mines, schools, hospitals, NGOs. Then I knew, I talked about allowing yourself to grow. I started with domestic boreholes. So the more I did boreholes, those clients are found in churches, are found in schools, they are found in different places. And so they went recommending me, they started recommending me. So when an institution is looking at drilling a borehole, obviously they will call for quotations. And within an institution, someone will say, I've got this lady, she drilled a borehole for me, and I've got no problem with that borehole. She did a very good job for me. Yeah, so that client recommends me to an institution. So that is one of my success stories.
Wow.
I started from nowhere. I started from somewhere, but very small. I went to somewhere, but very small.
Wow.
I have grown. And that's what is inspiring a lot of people who saw me, especially those who saw me grow from nothing into something.
Well, second to my last question, how do you maintain a balance between family, between friends, and demanding times?
Okay. It's a challenge. That's what I can say.
Wow.
Yeah, especially with this business. It's a very stressful business. I told you it's like mining. You don't know what you're going to get. Yeah, so sometimes I need to be on site. Yeah. For example, I think a few weeks ago, I sent a truck to drill a borehole in town. I do online supervision on phone. Yeah, even when I'm not around, I'll do online supervision, and usually I've got the final say on the sites. So I saw some water at 20 meters, okay, and they continued drilling. They drilled up to 60 meters. So the operator said, let's case the borehole. The borehole is okay. Let's declare it a successful borehole. So looking at the way the borehole was discharging the water, I could tell that there was only one stream in that borehole at 20 meters, and down there was no stream. And because of climate change, it's very dangerous to give someone a borehole which has got a stream only up 20 meters and down there's nothing. So I decided to go on site. So when I went on site, I discovered that even the water they were seeing coming up, it was the water from the top which was dropping down. I stopped the drilling and they declared that borehole a dry borehole. So sometimes the demand is very high in this business. But then in any business, as you grow, you need to mentor people. You empower and delegate. Okay, yeah. So I have empowered. I delegate. I instruct. I direct. Yeah, so within the company, I've mentored boys into borehole supervision. I've exposed them to the boreholes. Yeah, a few engineers here and there, but they're employed by myself. They go on site and do online supervision. But I'm also following what is happening, and we are making a decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to the young people, to the young women, to the young girls, and even men who are aspiring to become what you've become today?
First of all, it's attitude, especially in Africa. Having worked with Asians, I think our attitude is not very good. And your attitude determines your altitude. Yeah, your attitude. Character is very important. The power of personal branding is very important. Be careful with what you say, what you do, where you say it, where you do it, and how you do it. We are in the generation of Facebook. People are very careless. They can say anything. What you say today will haunt you and will affect your business tomorrow. So even as people are going in the media and feel they can do or say anything, you know, that audience you have to take care of it and know what to do and what to say. Attitude, character is very important in business. Discipline is very important in business. You want to make a profit of 1,000 today, the following day you go and shop, buy items, maybe 900 bucks. You need to be disciplined. The other thing is courage. Live within your means.
Wow.
Don't overwhelm yourself with dates because you want to keep up appearances. The right time will come.
Madam Gift Musonda, thank you so much for your time and, of course, that important information, educative information. Viewers, you've heard for yourself. Branding yourself, character, attitude, all these are important if we are going to succeed in life. We have come to the end of How I Made It. My name is Juliet Mtele saying bye-bye and God bless.